Welcome to another Troran TBC YouTube video. Thank you so much for your patience. Finally found a solid mage partner. So, first comp we're going against is Warrior Druid. Both targets are good. Everybody who says warrior targets are bad, again, are bad. So, warrior target's going to get a full purge, get a frostbite proc. He's going to run away like a pansy. This damage is going to pop the Druid, because at this point we're calling for a shadow combo. So if the mage lands a shadow combo, we can probably one-shot. There's the druid, so I'm going to instantly go for purges, and I get them both. Mark of the Wild's the one you're really going for. Now, as you're sitting here on top, you're in a really great position. So you want to stay up here and follow that druid around. He gets the frostbite proc, gonna get a purge, and I call for the druid right now. See where the druid is? We got 3 easy casts. We're gonna go 1, 2, and yeah. That's what I thought. So that's the game, and you'll see us quickly finish off the warrior, which is a very, very, very quick dispatch. Okay, so again, warriors are good targets, but we went for the druid. This game we have open stealth, so goal is to get my totems down. Put down stone skin, because guaranteed no fear. Magma to see if we can pop out a rogue. I believe this is going to be a rogue druid, which is one of the meta comps and actually quite difficult. So what we're looking for right now is a kill onto the rogue. Get the rogue out. That was awesome. Easy purge on Mark of the Wild. Purge the druid. And notice that the druid is staying in cat form here, going for DPS. This is a feral druid. So we pop Bloodlust pretty early here. Just going to make sure they're all purged. I do click it to be safe. And this is our damage. And perfect. And that's the glory of Elemental Shaman. You can't really run away from him. Well, okay, you can, just not on this map. So anywho, the druid's the right target there. There's no healing for the team, and the rogue was being very well controlled by our mage. So that allows us to move in just fine onto the rogue. Okay, when you're facing Druid Rogue, the reason why you want to get the purges off very quickly, and the reason why I focused on getting the purges off on both targets, is because the comp that I'm playing, Frost Mage Elemental Shaman, focuses highly on switches, or swaps. So we swap onto the Druid, swap onto the Warrior, swap onto the Rogue. You really want to make sure that that target is swappable. Now, this comp is heavily countered by anything Warlock. In fact, our win rate against Warlocks, very low. I wanted to highlight this game though, because this is a pretty meta comp, and the ability that we have to beat a Warlock is low, so the target here is going to be the Warlock to start. Going to get easy purges, that's going to be 2. Stay within range of your Tremor Totem, and here comes the Shadow combo. War Stomp into Chain Lightning, Lightning Bolt. That's his health stone, so we instantly swap over to the Rogue because he's way out of position. Easy out with Frost Nova. And then we're going to go as hard as we can onto the Rogue here. Now, yes, that's why Warlock's so hard. You have pets on you, you have interrupts. I'm going to focus on purging, and here's our damage. So that's the game. We rarely go on the Warlock, just like any other comp that's Spellcaster. Warlocks just have tons of resistance and damage reducing from Soul Link. Just built in, so they're just terrible targets, and you can see that this guy actually almost melts us both down. Anyways, moving on. So the reason why Warlocks are so difficult, even if you have a mage for decurse, is because they are the worst for negating all your burst. If you even get your big burst rotation off, they can just have their pet CS you. If you need to set up a burst, they just fear you and have their pet kill your totem. Try to kill the pet, tons of nature resistance built in, your big 1700 crits. Those are not big, by the way. So that's the problem with going lock and why you never should. Moving forward, this is a rogue priest, I believe, and the goal here is just to go full wombo style onto the mage. See how the mage was covering my opener? So here's our opener onto the rogue, and you'll see me try to get full purge on the mage here. He's staying just outside of rage. There's the cheap shot. And at this point, they're going on my mage, and I wanted to highlight this game because you see a pretty bad mistake of mine here. I was purging instead of interrupting his entire burst right there. My mage would be at least half health or more had I used my brain and interrupted that massive chain of frostbolts that were going out. Yeah, I get my cool damage hit, but Doesn't really matter. My partner died, and I was too focused on tunnel visioning Purge. So don't be me, and don't tunnel vision Purge, even if you feel like it's a good idea. You need to focus on interrupting that burst. That's the game. Alright, moving on to game 4-5 here. And the comp we're going to be going against is Warrior Priest. Now, the Warrior is a great target, but when you're facing a Warrior Priest, you're just going to get purges onto both people. That's a full purge onto the Warrior. I'm calling for a big Shadow combo, because he's way out of position. As you see, the Priest is on the opposite side of the pillar. There's a Polymorph onto the Priest, and you're going to see big damage here from me. This is going to be War Stomp. Yep, there it is. War Stomp. And boom. All my damage. So that's the point of going on the Warrior, especially when they're being unintelligent and just rushing you. If they're trying to see blue, kill blue, as the old mantra says, just kill them. They're going to be way out of position. Anywho, moving on to the next game. Just one more point on that last game. If the Warrior does get pain supped, you swap onto the Priest as soon as possible. Anyways, let's get into this next game. So Nagrand is a tough map for you because pillars. Whenever you face a hunter on this map, and especially a hunter druid, your goal is to pull them into the open by LOSing them. You do not want to be the party being LOS'd. If you're being LOS'd, it's better to just stay back. That can lead to some long standoffs, and that's totally okay. Because seriously, if you get... See, now you're going to see us do this right now, a little demonstration. We're going to go out because we have blizzards. We're going to get a frostbite proc, I believe. Okay, this is the hunter's damage. And I'm going to be straight up just running away. I get intimidated and stunned behind the pillar. Aim shot doesn't hit though, so I'm able to just keep the hunter out of LOS. We're going to get a full swap onto this feral druid. Here's chain lightning. Wait for it. There's my engineering belt into chain lightning. Anyways, pretty anticlimactic kill there, but the job of the Shaman when you're facing double DPS comps is not to do damage, but to survive. And the engineering belt is something I would really, really recommend for you if you have not picked it up yet. Anyways, we end up cleaning up this hunter, and that'll be the game. Okay, so in this next game, you'll see probably one of my favorite things about playing a Shaman in general is just a well-timed burst with a Frost Mage can end the game even against some of the more meta comps. So, let's get into it. This is going to be Warrior Druid, one of the most meta comps in 2s, especially as seasons go on. Warrior is going to go into China. You'll see my Mage go and trap the Druid, get some CC there. And then you're going to see a massive amount of DPS go out here. That's going to be a Shadow combo reflected. This is what I was talking about. So right here, he's sitting in a... He's sitting there being useless, essentially, and I get 3 full cast lightning bolts. He reflects my chain lightning, which would have killed him. And at this point, his druid can't recover because there's no NS, and he's been CS'd, blanketed. And that's the game. So when you're facing Warrior Druid, it's not necessarily lining up damage onto the healer. That's a good idea, but Druids can escape Mage's damage. So you want to stay on a target that the Mage can call out the Shadow combo for. Okay, and this last game is a treat. We got on a really big win streak. We went from like 1400 rating to around 1550. And this was one of the last games we played. This is a very, very good Hunter Druid comp. So our target's 100% going to be the Hunter. And I'm just going to be focusing on getting purges. So I'm going to poke out here, grab a purge, gets resisted. Go here, grab a purge, get one. Go here. I need to get that gift of that wild. Most important. Good, now it's off. And now you're going to see me just try to get a purge on the Druid here. That's Lust, giving my Mage some extra damage. The Druid's going to be running away thinking that that's a good idea. That is the wrong move. We get a full swap onto the Hunter here. I get Bear Charged. No stun though. And this is going to be pretty much the death of the Hunter. This is going to be a hard casted Lightning Bolt into damage. And that's the game. So these guys did everything right, except for when the Druid went back. The Druid should have stayed near the center and gone for Cyclones. Anywho, that led to the end of the game. Thank you so much for watching the games. I'm considering starting to stream. If you think that's a good idea and you'd like to see me live playing these games, can you just drop a like to the video, a subscribe, and just comment, "You should stream." If you do that, that would give me a little bit of vote of confidence and spend the time to do that, even though I work a full-time job. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Again, it means the world, and I'll see you next time. Peace.